Hello dear students, today I am explaining the private browsings and network related some basic terms, important terms. Okay, so in previous chapter I explained you what is the internet safety or a cyber safety, how we will save it. Now in this section I just first start my topic with private browsing. Private browsings. Private browsing is a feature in some web browsers. When opening in a such mode, the browsers create a temporary section that is isolated from the browsers. The main the main sections, the user's data, browsing histories, is not saved in a local data associated with the section's cookies are cleared when the section is closed. These modes are designed primarily to prevent the data and the history associated with the particular browser sections for persisting on the device or being discovered by the any users in same device. Actually, the private browsings it's also called the anonymous browsings, allow the users to view website without relevant any personal informations like their IP address, machines types and locations, and it can't save any details in a computer or in anywhere places. Okay, so look at the private browsings. Private browsings mode do not necessarily protect users for being tracking by the other websites or their internet services provided. Furthermore, there is a possible that identifiable track of activity could lag for a private browsing sections by means that operating system secure flow in the browsings via malicious browsers. It has been found in a certain HTML5 API can be used to detect the presence of private browsings due to difference in behavior. Okay, in a firewall it's in a private browsing modes. So the best practice of safeguard confidential documents is that first don't leave any sensitive informations, okay, in your computer or in if you are using in public computer, so don't leave your sensitive informations. Second, share the document in a secure way. Always use antivirus software, install firewall, password protections, important files and systems. If the files are so much important, so you must be for the protection purpose give the password on that file. Don't reuse your password. You randomly change your password and remember it. And don't email confidential materials. If your materials are so much confidential, so don't email it. Only enter sensitive data into a secure website, not in all website. Okay, so don't leave the sensitive information laying around the documents. Just document like credit card statements, billing, invoicings, even if they are redacted, some informations can still be used to obtain sensitive data via social engineering. Sharing data in secure way. Okay, sharing when you are no longer in a document when confidential informations on it. So don't throw it away. Share it. Keep shared material logged up. Hire the company to securely transport them away or use across. Okay, then use antivirus software. Install an antivirus software or anti-malware solutions can prevent your computer from becoming reflected or infecting other computer in the network. Install firewall and Effective firewall is a staple in a business internet security. It prevents instructions into your company's networks, and in some cases can also stop malware infected machines from the pushing data out. Password protections important files and systems. Any files or a system contains sensitive information should be password protected, and if possible each user should have his and her own username and passwords. So don't reuse your password. If the hacker is able to obtain one password, so the odds are the good they will try to same password to access other sensitive area of the companies and infrastructure. Use different password for all files in a systems, and don't use the same password in a different files. Okay, so don't email confidential materials. Most email systems are not secure. If need to send materials in this manner, use supplementary platform with a encrypted to ensure information stay and safe and secure. Only enter sensitive data in a secure site. When you are seeing HTTPS in your web browser's address, it means that website is transmitted and receiving data over the secure connections. If you see HTTP instead of HTTPS, so do not enter the sensitive informations. This is the some basic features of private browsings. Now next is a cyber crime. What is the cyber crime? Actually, in a criminal activity in our daily life we saw that some criminal activity in a physical world, but in a digital world also having some crimes doing by the some criminal mind persons. So now let us know what is the cyber crime. Actually, cyber crimes is a criminal activity. They either target and use the computer, a computer network, or a networking device. Most but not all cyber crimes is committed by the cyber criminals or a hacker who want to make money. Cyber crimes is carry out individuals or organizations. Anything it's will be happen. Some cyber crimes are organized used to advanced techniques and high technical skills. Other are novice hacker. Really, cybercrimes aims to damage computer for reasons other than profit. These could be a political or a personals. So types of cybercrime, there are different types of cybercrimes are nowadays. First is a email. First one is a email. Okay, first one is a email and internet fraud. Second, identity fraud. Any personal information can be accessed by the criminals. Thieves or a financial theft of financials and card payment data. Thieves and safe corporate data. Then damage monies prevents and ransom attack like cyber torsion and cryptojacking where the hacker mine cryptocurrencies using the resources they do not want. Cyber sponges also. Cyber sponges it generally access the government companies' informations to to access some security features like that. So are the what are the internet troll. It is also types of cybercrime. Okay, let us know what is this. Actually, cyber troll is a uh, derogatory message or a comments posted online. Target persons is called cyber troll. If we are committed, if anybody committed in your post, it's called cyber troll. So if you have been on internet for any period of time, you likely run into troll at some point. An internet troll is someone who make intentionally inflammatory, rude, upsetting statements online and some emotionals, okay, strong emotionals response of the pupil or a steer to conversations off topic. They can come in many form. Most trolls do not do this for their own amusement, but other form troll done the special agenda. Trolls have exist a folklore or a fantasy illiteracies. Actually, that's in a short, a cyber troll is a unnecessarily comment by the person or a company against by the particular person or an organizations. The basic aims in some having just a joking or passing the time, and some having the mindset to tolerate the some persons, and some have to just decrease their value of the companies. For that purpose they are using cyber troll. Now cyberbullying is also one types of cyber crime. Actually it is a bullying that take place over the digital device like cell phone, computer, laptop. Cyberbullying can occur through SMS, text, apps, or online in a social media forum or a gaming where the pupil can view, participate in, or share the content. Cyberbullying include spending, postings, sharing negative and harmful false means about the someone else. It include the share of personal or a private informations about the someone else, causing embarrassments, humiliation. Some cyberbullying crosses the lines into the unlawful or criminal behavior. Now look at that most common place where the cyber crimes will be occur. First in a social media just like Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok, like that. Second, text message or a message apps on mobile or a tablet. Then instant message, detecting message, online chatting over the internet, online forum, chat room, message boards or a Reddit, email, online gaming community. They are always doing the thing cyberbullying. Now cyber stacking. Cyber stacking is a stack that take place using the electronic devices or the internet. It the technology harassments directed toward a specific individuals. There are several form of cyber stacking can be take place. First is a placing order of delivery to someone else name, gathering personal informations on a victim, spreading false rumors, encouraging others to join the harassment, and threatening harms through the email, creating fear and paranoia from someone else, hacking into the online access. Actually, cyber stacking is a kind of online harassments wherein the victim is subjected to a barrage online messages and email. Typically, these stacks known as victim or instinct of resorting to the offline stacking. Now next point is digital footprint. Digital footprint is the word to describe the trail and track that people leave behind online or social media, website or a chat. A footprint is a name is your online identity and the individuals and it make you unique. It built the online reputations, impressions depend on the thing you do online. So whatever you do, it's create a footprint that show your identity. Okay, in a digital world. So in basically for the using internet usings, you must be used these rules. First one is a be authentic, use disclaimer, don't pick fight online, don't use fake name and pseudonymy, protect your identity, does your information post or pass the public test, respect your audience, respect your sentiments, monitors the comments, whatever comments you got always you must be monitor it. Okay, so thank you dear students.